Well, we're going to bring real world into the TV world. We're going to talk a little bit of interesting stuff when it comes to the legal side of real estate. I've brought back in Kurt Franke from the law offices of Kurt A. Franke. Kurt, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, now bringing real world experience and some research that you've done to water rights. We talk about them in the show. We put it in our copy. When a home comes with water rights, what does that mean to the owner?
That's a great question, and one I'm asked often, actually, because this state has limited water resources despite this spring.
Yeah, no kidding.
And the state has decided to allocate the use of water through permit system. If you just have a residence and you purchase it without water rights, you're allowed to dig a well and use enough for residential purposes.
Okay.
But at any point that you use more than that for irrigation, for watering animals or anything like that,
Right.
you generally need a permit from the state.
Okay. And that permit is the water right? It's that acre feet that goes with it?
That's correct. And
Okay.
it says basically that you can use this water for a certain beneficial use, and they have defined beneficial uses. You have a certain amount of time to dig your well that they'll give you,
Okay.
and then you have a certain amount of time to put it to that beneficial use.
Okay. And along with that, it's a commodity, isn't it? You can buy it and sell it?
That's correct. You can actually separate sometimes you can separate your water rights from the land and give it to another landowner nearby. It has to be associated at some point with the point that it's going to be extracted out of the land, though, and associated with a particular
And that
parcel.
becomes a separate contract, obviously.
That's correct. I mean, that's a purchase and sale contract at that point. That's not a contract with the state.
And this is research that you did. How did this person come about? They were buying land?
Well, I have several clients that own
Right.
large tracts of land.
Okay.
And with those large tracts, they often have water rights. So we actually have to monitor and maintain with the state system their
very good.
permits.
Okay, very good. If you want to know more about this, or you think you might have water rights that you're not sure what to do with, you can give Kurt Franke a call. Kurt, what's your number?
It's 827-6100. The website is LOCAF, LOKAF, as in Law Offices Kurt A. Franke.com.
And it's not that you don't want to run into Kurt into a dark, narrow, but you're in a rugby game this past week, right? So
Yes.
you came off pretty good. You
Trying
won,
to
right?
cover up. Yes, we did win.
Good for you. Thanks, Kurt. Nice seeing you again.